Hello, this is Dr. Smita Sakote, your consultant cosmetic dermatologist on Vision Beauty Sundarbi Honarat. In next years, I would like to make 1 lakh middle women beautiful. So in this particular series of interviews with the cosmetic dermatologists all over India, we have come up with a wonderful doctor to you presenting. We have come up with Dr. Mitakshi from Hubli. And let me introduce and welcome Dr. Mitakshi. Welcome Dr. Mitakshi on this platform of Mission Beauty. Let me introduce a few words about Dr. Mitakshi. She has completed her MBBS and her diploma, and she is working as a lecturer in Karnataka Institute of Medical Sciences, one of the most oldest autonomous institute and most prestigious institute in Karnataka, in Hubli. Along with that, she is the Vice President of IIDDL Karnataka. Not only that, she has many feathers in her cap. She has spoken in various national and international conferences. And apart from that, she has a wonderful roaring private practice in the place Hubli. So today, she is going to talk the most concerned topic for you, my dear ladies. My dear ladies, all of you all are always worried. Ma'am, I'm having tan. Ma'am, I'm having pigmented patches. Ma'am, I'm looking dull after the age of 35, 40. Can you really correct it? So these are all the questions which are pondering into your mind. And Dr. Mitakshi is going to open up multiple pearls on this particular interview, which is a name of pigmentation and melasma. Yes, Dr. Mitakshi, I want you to throw some wonderful light on what is hyperpigmentation. What do you understand by this word hyperpigmentation?
Yeah, thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk, Dr. Smita. And I just wanted to tell me my introduction, little brief, whatever you have given. I'll just add it. That is, I'm working in KIMS as well as I'm practicing in Sparsha Center at Hubli, Tirumala Trade Center. Now you are asking about the hyperpigmentation. Yes, hyperpigmentation is just a pigmentation over the body. Maybe a face or maybe over the any part of the body. Now we are talking about the melasma, that is over the face. And we in the pigmentation, we have a hypopigmentation, hyperpigmentation as well as depigmentation. That is, hyperpigmentation is more pigmentation, that is more color into the skin. Depigmentation, there is no color at all. And amelanosis is the where there is no color at all from the birth. Depigmentation, you will have a color at birth and after that it will decreases, that is a depigmentation. And hypopigmentation, where the color is decreasing, that is a hypopigmentation. Now we are going to talk about the hyperpigmentation, where the color is more, that is the pigmentation is over the face, that is called melasma. So melasma is acquired one. That means it comes after the age of 30 or 40. That is, maybe in the pregnancy, after the pregnancy. It is a bilateral, over the cheeks, over the forehead, as well as the upper lip and the chin. This is the melasma.
Women are really worried about it, Dr. Mitakshi. This pigmentation patch is on the face, on the forehead, on the upper lip line, and they're really concerned about it. Can you highlight something? What are these types of melasma? Is there any particular way to classify melasma? For a common women, they would like to know what kind it is, where do I place it, will I give results, is it going to go away, is it permanently going to stay? So there are many questions which our women have. So can you highlight on this particular topic, Dr. Mitakshi?
Yes, Smita, we have 3 types of melasma. One is centrofacial, where centrally it is involved. That is on the forehead. Yeah, that is on the forehead and over the upper lip and the chin. This is the central part. And we have a mala. This is a very commonest one, where it is 64% something, it is common. And where there is a malar area, where it is 30%. And yeah, on the cheeks. And mandible area, somewhere it is, this malar area, it extends to the mandible. That is called mandibular type of melasma. So we have all these three together also sometimes. That is little extensive type of melasma. Men will have only chiasma sometimes. That is only on the nose they have. That is called chiasma.
Is there any depth to this particular pigment, and can we expect some change in the result because of the depth of the pigment? Anything of that sort, Dr. Mitashi?
Yeah. This is a very good question, Dr. Smita. What happens, there is a pigmentation will be there in the upper layer, that is we call as a epidermis, and it may be in the dermis, that is in the lower layer, or it may be in the epidermal dermal junction also. So we call it as a mixed one. So epidermal, dermal and mixed one. So it can be any of these three. What is the importance of this? I just wanted to tell you this. If you we have something called Woods lamp, where you see through the Woods lamp, the epidermal part of the melasma will become more accentuated. That is, it becomes more brown color. So we call it as a epidermal. So this is for the treatment wise, it will help you, help us or help the doctor to treat how to treat it. Because in the dermal, if it is there, it is a color is gray color to look, or a blue slate color it looks. But in the Woods lamp, it doesn't accentuate, that is, it becomes not darken, it will be same. So we know where it is. So in the dermal, if it is there, it is very difficult to treat. So we know it, if it is in the epidermal, that is superficial, we can treat 90% of the patient with a good result. That is important.
One of the television advertisement on this also, where they are showing a face of a lady where, accentuated freckles marks are shown. So, photo aging is shown. So it is similar kind that Woods lamp we examine as a cosmetic dermatologist. And as Dr. Mitashi very rightly said, so women come with very dull, brownish, pigment, and they think it is very dull, madam, it has come recently and it's going to go away. But it is ultimately the dermatologist who is going to decide how deep it is and what will be the outcome. Do you agree with me, Dr. Mitashi?
Yes, Dr. Smita, you are very right.
So it's not only necessary that if it is deep or if it is superficial, that it may give results. So probably you need to discuss with your dermatologist as to what is the outcome can you expect. Yes. My next question to you is, every woman wants to know why it happens, doctor. Why am I looking so bad? Why am I aging? I'm looking dull. So doctor, can you answer this?
Yeah. One is, it is a genetic or a familial. Okay. Genetic is not at all, still it is on the way to get research. But familial, yes. If your mother or a father has the same melasma, then you will be having the same type of melasma. And the second one is a pregnancy, where you, after the third trimester of pregnancy, it is a physiological, because you have a nigra, you have a areolar discoloration, and on the abdomen you have a nigra. All this because of the hyper estrogen level. So if it all it comes in the third trimester, then it goes off. It is 100% it goes off, but it can stay back after the parturition also. And the third one is oral contraceptives, where the estrogen level is little higher, then it will have a problem over your cheeks. That is the melasma. Then the fourth one is you will have a UV light. If you have exposed to the ultraviolet light, then you will have this type of melasma becoming exaggerated or become more. So these are the causes of melasma. Anything you want to add, Dr. Smita?
Yes, you have already covered it. Primarily, one thing is that is a hormonal havoc that happens to every mother. Motherhood is one of the most beautiful God-given gift, but then it can sometimes create such kind of age change on our face, in our body, in our various body structural changes as well. But then we should flaunt it like a motherhood. That's what I believe. My gray hair, I flaunt it, saying that yes, I love it. So same way, I think we should flaunt being a mother. This is one of the most precious gifts. And today on this Father Day, we are conducting this interview. Being a father and a mother is the greatest gift ever given to by God to all of us. And second, as you said, ultraviolet. So probably our women may not understand. So sunlight, what is ultraviolet light? Is sunlight basically. So when you expose yourself too much to sunlight without protecting your face, so you are going to be having this particular pigment. Can you give a passing remark on what are the ultraviolet rays that are available on this universe to us and how it can damage the Meenakshi?
Yeah. We have a ultraviolet A, ultraviolet B, and visible light. So ultraviolet C, it doesn't comes to the earth because of we have a protection like ozone layer. So we don't have to worry about the ultraviolet C wave. But ultraviolet A wave, it goes deep to the dermis. So you have to worry about that ultraviolet A waves, as well as even the visible light. You will not be able to make out, even the visible light will affect us. And you have something called LED lights, as the television light and the mobile lights. All these have some type of lights, where blue lights, what we call, is also going to affect us on the skin. So all this should be taken care by us when we have a melasma effectively. And UVA and UVB lights can be taken care by so many sunscreens what we are available. That is we call as a broad spectrum. I will discuss with you all later.
That was a wonderful point, Meenakshi, you came up with. With this COVID era, not only youngsters, it is each and every, right from school going person to the oldest person is hooked on to mobile because everything is online. So can we imagine what amount of exposure of light that is happening to our face? And many women don't know that mobile also throws some light and can affect our aging process. So women, I would say, please shut down your mobiles by 10 p.m. sharp. No more mobiles after 10 p.m. is the dictum which I always tell women, if you want to have a flawless and a lovely skin. So that was a wonderful point. Definitely, women and all the people out there should know, and this was a wonderful point which you have told, Dr. Meenakshi. Definitely, we will move on to the next question. Now, the women would like to know, doctor, how can I prevent all this pigmentation? Can you please help me?
Yeah. Preventing is a sunscreen. Okay. And also, if you know it, if it is a familial, that is you have got from your parents, like father or a mother, then you have to use day one, starting with when you start going out, or nowadays, as Dr. Smita told, online studies are going on. So you have to use the sunscreen at home also. If it is a familial, I'm talking, then if you are using a contraceptives, yes, you use a contraceptive which has the estrogen low level. So you ask the gynecologist, I need a low estrogen level contraceptives. So they will give you all those things. And the third one is, if you use even at home, people will ask me, shall we use a sunscreen at home? Yes, you have to use, as the Dr. Smita told you all, that the visible lights or which comes through the even the glasses. When you are going to the market, they say to me, even the patients, I'm going in the car, ma'am. I'm coming in the car and I'm staying in the AC room, so I don't need a sunscreens. Yes, but it is not that way. The even the sunlight, it comes through the glasses and affect your face. So you have to check it out with those things and use the goggles or use the screens over the glasses of your car. And even at home also you have to be very careful. You put a sunscreen and set below the LED light or in front of your laptop, that is the blue lights will not come. So use a contraceptive which is low estrogen, use a sunscreen which has the even at home also, and use the broad spectrum sunscreen and also the goggles when you are going out. And I think that is one.
Wonderful. I think so in Maharashtra there are lots of the women who are going on two-wheelers and they all wear scarves.
Yeah, true.
But without scarf here, they have packed themselves. I mean, even before COVID era also, none of the women ever showed their face. A sun coat and a scarf is a regular feature you will see in Maharashtra.
Yeah, even in Karnataka, it is the same, Dr. Smita. Even our children who goes to the college and schools, they go in the tuitions and all. They go in the bike. So they only keep the eyes open and all will be covered. I want to say them as don't use the thin one, because sometimes it happens. Our veil only they are going to use it. So use thicker one, thick waved, good. What to say?
Thickly woven, interwoven cloth. Thickly interwoven cloth.
Yeah, they have to use it. That is one more.
And preferably going for cotton one because they have a better, protective power because the cotton threads are thick and they are interlocked. So because they're interlocked, it's the amount of sun rays that penetrate. Normally, if there was one of the studies which I had read, it says a t-shirt of a man, how thick it is. But even that has a SPF only 10. So, even such a cloth still has less amount of SPF. So use a sunscreen, use a scarf, use a cap, protect yourself, and that's how you can have a real glowing, nice skin. Yes, some more questions definitely people ask. See, nowadays it is raining, doctor. Is it necessary to use a sunscreen?
Yes. The light actually in the clouds, and it is more harmful rays will come. So what you have to wear is all 365 days you have to wear a sunscreen for a melasma, especially melasma, and for the aging also. So anything 365 days broad spectrum, and it is called as chemical sunscreens, where even you have to add broad spectrum may both you have like physical sunscreen and chemical sunscreen. That our cricket people who works over the fields, that is the playground, they use that white one that is called zinc oxide. So zinc oxide, which is it has been before it was a white one. So they have structurally they have thinned out. That is we call it as a nano pico molecules. So they use that and make it very comfortable to our skin. That is cosmetically effective and accepted by all the women, because women are very conservative about this. They want proper to look over the skin. So you can use the broad spectrum, you can use the tinted sunscreen, and you have to use all the 365 days. This is very important part.
Wonderful. So the first take home message is 365 days sunscreen. The second take home message is either use a chemical sunscreen or a physical sunscreen or use a combination sunscreen. Third take home message is use it minimum every 2 hour break. So 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Minimum every 1 to 2 hours the sunscreen fades away. Recently, I listened to one of the interviews of Dr. Obagi, and he says don't go for very high SPF, rather keep the SPF between 40 to 50 and use it frequently. So he says every hourly or every 1.5 hours, even if you can use it, that gives a very quality sunscreen effect. So that is the next step. And apart from that, if you can avoid going out in sunlight between the time of 12 to the time when the sun is totally high on the head. So those time, if you could avoid exposure, definitely this is going to delay your pigmentation which is going to come up, or it is going to reduce whatever pigment is there. Yes, so these are the wonderful take-back messages which Dr. Mitakshri is sharing, and she is sharing one of the most wonderful pearls. I think these pearls just need to be imbibed and practiced. Even if you do this, let me assure
Yes,
that
Dr.
all
Smita.
the
I just wanted to add.
Yes, Mitakshri.
I just wanted to add here that is physical sunscreen. What you told is also we have a physical modalities, that is a change in the behavior, that is use umbrella or a cap for the men, and that is the cap should come like this, not only here. Okay, so that even the nose should be protected. And before in the English people used to have a brimmed cap, but we can't use those things. So what we do is only cap with the front low, this thing. And more than sunscreen, you have to, with the sunscreen, you have to go with the umbrella. That is very important, I feel.
That is really, really necessary.
Yes, Smita.
Umbrella is the greatest protection which you can have, which was in the olden days, the Kishore Kumar song, which was only used in rainy days. But I think so we should make it a practice and a fashion show, and we should carry an umbrella to really look fabulous and beautiful.
Yeah, nowadays we are getting a colorful umbrellas also with us, matching your sari or a dress.
I'm so glad that Dr. Mitakshri is one of the first consultant cosmetic dermatology having lasers in North Karnataka. And let me tell you, she has given a great makeover to so many women. So many women are happy to visit her clinic and get the treatment and look fabulous. And as you can see, she's a mother, and yet she looks, just like even she's not married. So if she can look this way, definitely she's going to give you that great makeover as well. Now, Dr. Mitakshri, the women here are the home ministers of kitchen, isn't it? So they would like to know, is there some special home care tip that you would like to advise, which women can do in their own kitchens to reduce the pigment or to prevent the pigmentation coming up? Can you advise something, some home kitchen tips?
Thank you, Dr. Smita, for your kind appreciation about me. And this is actually comes from a family like, mother. So my mother is like this, so I have got it. I'm lucky for that. And next is, you at home, you use milk. Take a milk and put a little haldi, or we call as a turmeric. Put it and just make a paste out of that and apply over the face. See that you are not a hypersensitive woman. That is, sometimes what happens, some will be allergic. So what you can do is put the same thing as the test dose over the forearm and keep it for a day and see how it looks. How it reacts to your skin. So when it doesn't react and it is fine, then apply over whole your face. Apply for 10 minutes and wash it off. You get a real glowing skin. As well as your melasma comes down as you weekly you do at twice or once. And the second one is cucumber. that is also has acid. So you take a cucumber and grate it and take a juice out of it and apply it. That is also you can use as a test dose and reapply it. We can use milk. We can use even the peel of a potato. So potato has a starch. So of course it gives you color as well as it reduces your pigmentation. So take a potato juice and apply over your face. That is again the for 10 to 15 minutes. You can add rice powder over that. This is some of that. And in haldi or in turmeric, we have something called curcumin. So that is usually nowadays we are using in the drugs also. Like we use the creams and what we give dermatologist. We use that in the fractional or a clean curcumin in the ointment. And some other things is you have a garden. In the garden you have a aloe vera, and that aloe vera actually it is a moisturizer for you all. So take aloe vera and rub it over your face. That acts as a moisturizer and it gives a barrier to your skin. So that barrier also helps you for decreasing your melasma. Because I'll tell you one more thing. Whenever you have a melasma, if it is a very dry skin, the melasma looks more, and so you have to use a barrier, and after the barrier you use the sunscreen. That is one more clue I can give you. And at night, whenever there is a skin care, what we say, at night you use moisturizer first, and if it is a dry skin, don't use the toner is not necessary for a dry skin people. So usually it is in the 40 plus people. So I feel only moisturizer enough for you all in the night. Then again in the morning, put a little moisturizer, then use a sunscreen. The same way, this also aloe vera acts as a moisturizer for you, and it whatever the breakout is there on the skin, it heals off. Even it acts as a anti-inflammatory. So it heals your skin as well as it give you moisturizer for you. This is what I give you the home remedies, Smita.
You are really wonderful. And as she said, we do some procedures like chemical things. So milk has lactic acid. So it's a wonderful thing. And turmeric, yes, it has got a great anti-inflammatory. It has got wonderful values. That's how these home care tips are definitely going to help. Can you highlight what are the foods intake we should do so that our skin looks flawless and nice? What to eat, what to drink?
Yeah. This is one more important. Dr. Smita asked me a question. One is antioxidants. Wherever you feel that the antioxidants are there, like vitamin C, then where the fruits, berries, guavas, orange, wherever there is a vitamin C is present, you have to eat that. Not only putting over the skin, you eat that. That has antioxidants also. And now our home remedies in that flax seeds. This has again the antioxidants. There are some remedies I have seen. You have to soak it, then put it in the milk and drink it. That is one more good antioxidant you get with the flax seeds. So try this every day for 20 to 48 days. Then the change of the color I have seen with my patients also. So try with this. We'll see how it works out for you all. Then, hydration. Yes, I told you the breakouts in the skin give you more discoloration and more brownish dark color. So please take the good hydration, that is more water. You can even have once a week coconut water. So like this you can start but don't drink juices like, something like, not let what you get the thumbs up and all those things. So there's aerated drinks, whatever.
Aerated drinks. Yes, yes, yes. So
That is again harmful for us.
they are more harmful.
Yes.
They are actually having good amount of sugar in it, and sugar is the greatest culprit. If you are going to have sugar, direct sugar, it is as good as a tobacco when it comes to aging of your face. So the lesser the sugar, the more better you are going to look, the more younger you are going to look. Yes. So as Dr. Mitakshi pointed out, it is not only applying, you need to take intake also. And in India, it is so cheap, one lemon costs you 1 rupee. So much amount of vitamin C is studied in it. One amla, that has got rich vitamin C.
Yes, doctor. I found that
things which are available everywhere in the market. You just go to the market and you spend only 1 rupee. I mean, for a vitamin C serum, you have to buy it. It is going to cost a minimum around, a good vitamin serum will cost you 1,000 rupees. But 1 rupee lemon can do a wonderful job. So, drink lemon juice early in the morning, with little bit of honey, and that's going to keep you fit and beautiful. It's going to keep you slim and trim as well. It's going to make your skin look flawless and lovely. So,
yeah, Dr. Smita,
right. Food which has good amount of antioxidants. So, my favorite drink which I always tell everybody is, one is take a bit of avla, take a bit of carrot, take a bit of beetroot, take few leaves of palak, pudina, and this you make a mixture of it, and you drink a glass of juice in it. Do this for 40 days, and tell me there will be a great difference. I have been doing it, and it really works wonder. So that is my favorite antioxidant drink, which I always suggest to each and every mid-aged lady to keep yourself fit, fine, and nice. My next question to you, Dr. Mitakshi, is in your study.
That's why Dr. Smita is. That's why Dr. Smita is shining.
My next question to you, Dr. Mitakshi, is you have a laser center. What are the special treatment that a woman should undergo when it comes to pigmentation, when it comes to melasma? What treatment should she go ahead with?
Yes. Actually, I tried carbon dioxide and the Q-switch. Okay. Both carbon dioxide, it takes out the epidermis, and for the epidermal type of, that is a superficial type of melasma, it gives you a better result. But for the dermal, I tried the Q-switch, but it doesn't have that much effect what we have with the peels, chemical peels. Yeah, that's why I hardly use my the Q-switch and CO2 laser actually, but I use a IPL. IPL has the vascular, the melasma has a vascular prominent in that. So I use the IPL as well as tranexamic acid injection. So both together it will help me. And peels, yes, chemical peels I use 70%, 50 to 70% of glycolic acid as well as azelaic acid. And I use blue peel, that is from the Obagi. So that is again the TCA peel. So these are the peels what I use. But only thing is, patient should have a patience, because one or two they take, then they say, oh, it doesn't go, and I'm spending so much of money, and hardly you'll be spending thousands. But they say they feel that it will be in the more for them. So what I say is, take a 5 to 6 sittings or 10 sittings, it will be better for you all. And see, when you take a 6 to 10 sittings, even the doctor says, I will reduce the whatever the charges also, and they give a package. Sometimes I don't give a package actually, because they won't come back to us sometimes, so their package will be wasted. So I feel every month, whatever, every 20 days what they will come, do the peeling, and I say to them that please come back, so that I will come to know what you have a problem. Then I will really counsel them for 5 minutes. Then they will agree for that. Then they will come back. So this is the way I do the peels. And the third one is PRP. So what I do is, this is PRP with the tranexamic acid, that I do, or micro needling. Micro needling I do, as well as tranexamic acid. I will apply over that. So this is a special treatment what we have in our clinic. So I think so many people are also doing it, and this is the better result what we get it by the more than our ointments.
So it's wonderful. See, basically it's a journey to looking beautiful, or it's journey to reduce the pain. And what I always tell, it has taken years for you to develop this pigment. So don't expect something miracle happen. If that was the case, then we would be genius, isn't it? So it does take time. Have realistic expectations first thing. Second thing is keep doing these procedures. See, when you buy a multi pens, what do? You go for servicing, isn't it? So same thing is servicing of your skin. I mean, if you want to look fabulous, if you want your vehicle of the body to, go for a longer duration, I think you should service yourself. And best servicing will always be done by the best possible cosmetic dermatologist. So these are the procedures. The chemical peel is a rejuvenation treatment. So if you undergo regular chemical peel also, your skin is going to look fabulous for a long time. So it's going to slow down the aging process. So the wonderful tips which Dr. Meetakshi has given is, first she said, if chemical peel works really wonder. Second, she said she does use CO2 laser or Q-switched Nd:YAG laser or IPL. Third, she told you that she does micro needling with PRP with tranexamic acid, because there is not only a pigmentary component, there is a vascular component as well. So these are the kinds of treatment which you can talk to your own dermatologist for the treatment wherever you are. And if you are in Hubli or in and around Karnataka, definitely you should visit Dr. Meetakshi's clinic, because then you will have a great makeover. Yes, if you are around Sholapur, you can visit me. Basically, visit a cosmetic dermatologist and just don't stay at home. And one more request I have to all the women out there, just don't see anything in YouTube and don't apply any kind of paste, which could be an irritating factor, and you may land up with allergic bad photo reaction, and it is very difficult for any one of us to treat you. So please, a kind request, don't just listen to anybody who are not qualified in the field and they just tell you to apply anything and you just listen to it, or you listen to your friend, oh, my friend applied this cream, my friend applied this steroid cream, and then just go ahead. So please don't do that. Don't spoil your most beautiful God gift. You are most beautiful, impactful, lovely women out there. Please don't listen to them. Listen to the proper consultant dermatologist in your own town. If you don't have money, go to the government hospital where you will have to only pay 10 rupees and you will get the best possible advice. So now, coming towards the end of this interview, I'm sure all of you are getting great tips. So Dr. Meetakshi, is there any take-home back message, any points you would like to highlight once we are coming towards the end?
Yeah, as you said, there is some steroids called clobetasol. That if you apply every day for 3 to 4 months, then you will have a more, it looks very nice for the few days. After that, it will become more darker. So please don't use that clobetasol creams. That is very important. That is a steroid cream. The second one is use a sunscreen all the 365 days, whether you are at home, whether you are at outside the home. And you use whatever the creams has been given by the specialist, that is the dermatologist, and go back to them, because sometimes they will give you for only 3 months. That is called hydroquinone. So they give you 3 months, and you go back, please, so that they will change that hydroquinone. If you use more hydroquinone, then it will leads to a more darker color. So you have to stop for a while. So you have to go back to your own dermatologist and ask them whether shall I use for some more days or no. Don't stop it over there. And that is a follow-up is very necessary. So please follow up with your own dermatologist wherever you are. Then go ahead with the melasma treatment. Thank you, Smita, for the great opportunity.
Really wonderful. So many take-home back message. One is sunscreen, which is, she's telling it very strongly, please use sunscreen. And next thing she has already told you, broad rim hat and cover your face and do it even at home. Third thing she has told you is food tips. She has told you what to apply, and she has also told you please keep a regular follow-up with your dermatologist. And then this is how we can work together to reduce your pigment and make you look younger and fabulous. Now, as we end this beautiful session, Dr. Mitakshri, I want to ask one obvious question. That is about Mission Beauty and Dr. Smita Chakraborty. Would you like to give a passing comment on my Mission Beauty and me?
Yeah. The Dr. Smita is my good friend, and we work together, and I know how she is. She was so beautiful lady, and her whatever she talks from her heart, and she is what she has usually, she starts everything new. I was so surprised to see she has started the mission. So mission is one of the wonderful YouTube session. I give a good luck for her future. It really going to help her and going to help us also, who were being associated with her. And I thanks a lot to her, so that she gave me a good opportunity through her mission. That is wonderful.
Thank you, Dr. Mitakshri. This was a Sunday evening, and still you have given us your family time just to educate to all the women out there. So women, please take these beautiful tips. And yes, we're going to come back with Dr. Mitakshri once again live, so that you can keep all your questions stocked up and just keep on asking her all the questions, and she's going to answer all your questions. And let me assure you that she will give you the greatest possible makeover which you have ever dreamt for. Thank you so much, Dr. Mitakshri. It was wonderful, wonderful talking to you. And you are the most beautiful cosmetic dermatologist in the North Karnataka. Love you and respect you. God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Smita. I am very thank you to you.